Do our animals remember the things that we tell them or the promises that we make? Hi, my name is Akshaya. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. I'm often asked this question if our animals really remember the things that we have told them or if they remember promises that we make to them. And the answer here is yes. If it is important to the animal, then they will make it a point to remember it, and not just that, they may also remind you of it in case you have forgotten that is something important to them. I'll share it with a recent experience I had with one of my dogs. I live in a farm with two of my dogs who, when we are traveling, of course they have their own space, but otherwise they spend a lot of time with us in the house. And whenever we are here, they are constantly inside. So obviously if we eat something, they are very curious about it. And if it's something that can be shared with them, they get it in small portions and they enjoy sharing food with us like most of our animals do. So recently during my coffee time in the evening, I was having a snack and I shared it with Gilly and my dog Fido, and she wanted more of it. So I had given her enough that she could have, and I told her, if you want more, you'll have to wait for a bit, and my husband, when he has his evening snack or his tea or coffee, that's when you will get more of it. And I didn't think much of it. I told my husband about it, and I had a class at 7, so my class started at 7 and it got over by 8:30, 8:40 in the evening. And as soon as my class got over and she realized that I'm done with work, she came running to me and she was jumping. And that's something she does normally, so it was not something brand new to me. And suddenly, while she was doing that, I clearly heard this sentence in my head that I didn't get the snack. And she specified what snack it was, and she specified that, he didn't give it to me. Oftentimes we feel these things, sometimes we can hear it in our head. Like for this time, it was a clear statement. I heard it in my head. It was in my own voice, but it was a very clear statement and it came suddenly. I was not thinking about it. I was just done with my class, so there was nothing that was going on in my head other than just spending time with both of them. But I heard it very clearly, which is a rare thing for me because I'm more feeling based. So usually whenever they are sharing something with me, I feel it. I feel like this is what they want to convey, but this time I heard it, which was rare. Interesting but rare. So I went in, and my husband was working in his room, so I went in and I checked with him if he had shared the snack, and he shrugged his shoulders and said, no, I didn't have it myself, so I didn't share it with them. And I told him that I had promised on your behalf, so you please now do the honors and give them. You also have your chai coffee and tea coffee, and you also make sure that you give it to them. The minute he came outside of the room, she looked at him, she looked at me as if, complaining once again that he didn't give it. And I told her, okay, he didn't have it himself, so it's not like he didn't give it to you. He's not had it, now he will have it and he will give it to you. And the minute he entered the kitchen, she followed wagging her tail, and she got the snack that she wanted in small quantities again. So don't worry, we don't overfeed them and don't give them things they are not supposed to have, but a little bit of snacking here and there is allowed. So she had it and then she was happy, and then she left for her dinner as well. So this is how our animals do remember what we have shared with them, provided it is important to them. They are looking forward to it. They are someone who will keep it in mind. They'll not hold it against us. They're not vengeful. They don't hold grudges. But if required, they will remind us and they will ensure that we live up to our words. This is not limited to just food or going out or things that they enjoy. It could be about things that are important for us as well. So if we have committed something to them that we are going to do for ourselves, they will not hesitate to remind us about it, to push us to be better versions of ourselves. So if you have had such experiences with your animals, and I'm sure you have, it may just be that you may have not realized it as a communication, acknowledged it as one, but you definitely, I'm sure, have had such experiences. Do mention them in the comment section below. It's always interesting to know the kind of relationship we share with our animals. And until the next video, bye-bye.